And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. You saw the thumbnail? You saw the title. You know what we're about to do tonight? We're going to be talking about the Dusty Hotep, the dashiki crash out. We're going to be talking about Umar Johnson. But we're going to talk about it from a different perspective. I want to talk about what happens when you try to defend and, dare I say, cape for Umar Johnson. And we're going to look at a specific individual. We're going to look at Charlemagne the false and phony fake God. And we're going to look at what has happened to his credibility as he's attempted to block and cover for Umar. But as you heard me say, I got a couple of good friends that come in tonight. So real quick, we got Raw G in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all asked for her. We had to get her back. Now, are you going to be cooking dinner or getting dinner delivered to you tonight?
Yes, probably so. But I'll just switch. I'll just switch to this when I get to go eat. I'll just switch to this so y'all don't have to be teased.
What was it last week? The Negro nachos? What was it?
Nat Turner nachos.
Nat Turner nachos is crazy. That's a crazy word. But absolutely, Raw G, how are you doing today?
Actually, I'm doing good. Today was a pretty productive day.
I love it. I love it. All right. And then we also got a new friend. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
How are you? Nobody ever asked you how you doing.
I'm doing fine. My allergies are kicking in all of a sudden right when I got on the screen with y'all, but I'm going to hold it together as best I can. And if I can't, I'll do like this. There we go. All right. And now we got a new friend of the channel. I don't think we've ever had him on. Mr. Anderson. We got David Anderson, the business bully. How are you, sir?
I don't have any interesting complaints. I am here. I
love
ready to
it.
go.
I love it, man. Thank you so much for stopping through. And I know that all of us, and we actually have a Basic Black is going to pop in as well. And we've all had some kind of run-in or discussion about Umar Johnson in the past. David, you did a fantastic video that I saw that popped up on my stream. I think you did it yesterday, and I just so happened to see it today. But we're going to look at it as well. Mm-hmm. And if you want to give some character witness into it, we will take that also. But I want to talk tonight about two topics. Why do people tend to defend Umar Johnson's behaviors? And then why is it necessary and important for us as the highly melanated community to call out bad actors within the highly melanated community? So why is it important that we do say, yeah, Umar Johnson is out of pocket? Why is that important to do that? So anybody want to talk about why do people want to cover for this guy?
Oh, man. Ladies first.
Because he's the great black hype. He is the great black hype. They have been believing in him, trusting in him, seeing it for him for the better part of 2 decades.
Wow.
If they admit to themselves that he was a fraud, then they are the delusional sheep that just followed along.
But why? But at some point, don't you have to cut bait? At some point, say, hey, man, I've been rocking with you for 2 decades. That's 20 years for the cheap seats. That's 20 years. Don't you at some point say, man, you've given us nothing. It's worse than Akon City. Like, you've given us absolutely nothing. What are you going to say, Dave? No. I just watched a video about Akon City. We might watch that, too. That was kind of a wild video. But go ahead, David.
That thing's crazy. I mean, my whole thing to you, Jay, is this. When it comes to Dr. Umar and those types of people, they want to hold on to leadership because they don't want to think for themselves. They want to just follow along whoever has the best rap. You know, and this has been going on for the past 60 years in our community. You got these people, like even when you take the black church, right? You had a bishop, you had a pastor, you had a reverend, somebody to say, you know what, I'm going to be the bishop. Ain't no such thing as a Baptist bishop. That's a Catholic and Lutheran distinction, but it sounds official because a bishop is on the chessboard. This dude sounds real good. He sounds like he cares. And now, you didn't see Malcolm X referring to himself as, the Baron of Bow Ties. This dude's calling himself the Prince of Pan-Africanism. You so pro-black that you call yourself King Kong consciousness without even realizing that King Kong was a metaphor for Black Jack Johnson because he was in love with white women and knocking out white men in the ring. That is how thrown off you are. And again, I hate to say this as a Philadelphian, but he is a North Philadelphia, I don't want to use the word scammer. I'll say he's a North Philadelphia hustler that speaking 3 times, that you don't find that suspicious. And Dashiki Dumbledore was never going to open that Hotep Hogwarts, and you should have known that the second you saw that. He said, "We gonna have we gonna have lunch with the doctor. Don't ask your wife if she wants me, cause you know I'm 6'3", I'm chocolate, and I got a beard." Well, my wife don't want you, Jermaine. My wife doesn't want men who live with their mamas.
Wow.
Sorry. Like King Randall built a school with a pile of scraps. My oldest child is 26.
Kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah, from his kitchen table.
Yeah. My oldest child is 26. Dr. Umar's been doing this since my oldest child was in the 6th grade.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Dr. Umar been doing this since before my
No,
children.
kindergarten, really. I mean, truth be told, he probably been doing it since your child was in kindergarten. If he was 6 years old, he's in kindergarten, 1st grade. This rascal done graduated and got a family and kids and still in no school.
But
Basic
he
black.
got block parties.
And he got spiritual wives. What's going on, Basic Black, in the building?
Oh, boy, technical problems today. I apologize.
Brother, you don't ever got to apologize, man, as long as you come up in here. Why do people like the cape for Umar Johnson, Basic Black?
Well, you must be talking about Shar the Devil.
We got Charlemagne the False God on deck. Don't you worry. We about to get on.
I don't know. I think people have a little bit too much faith, and I think I can only speak for Black folks. We always have this thing where we want to have hope and faith in things that we shouldn't. And I think people don't know the difference between hope and faith. Hope is what you place in man. That can fail all the time. Faith is of the one above. And I think people want the best and hope for it, or they're just like, all right, we've been scammed this long, we might as well just go with it. But
interesting.
I don't know. It is truly interesting, but
well, tonight we are going to look at 2 instances where Charlemagne, the false, phony, and fake God, tried to duck and cover for one Jermaine Shoemake, and it didn't really go the way that I think Charlemagne anticipated. I do want to say shout out to our wonderful editor who's given us some fantastic comedy here. Most of us realize that Umar Johnson has been on the Breakfast Club at least 3 times, I think. Mm-hmm. And no time did they ever press back about the shenanigans and hijinks that are known as the FDMG school. Never did they really push back. Were you going to say something, Raw?
Yes, but that's because you have to understand this as well. They are financially entangled with Umar, because when Umar first came on the show, the Breakfast Club was really low budget. This is when they didn't have the studio set up. They didn't have all that space. They were crammed around one little desk. They were just, Power 105.1 was just starting to take off because of the whole situation that was going on with Star and Buck Wild on Hot 97 when Ebro took over. So Umar catapulted them. He is their flagship interview. So they're always going to let him slide with the nonsense.
Wow. Okay. I definitely said that. I've said that as well, but you have definitely more receipts than me. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to, because they've never called it out and never said anything about Umar. Well, one of their callers actually called in to call him out. And please understand, the Breakfast Club likes to copyright strike stuff. So we took a little bit of creative liberty. So please enjoy.
Hey, who you want to give donkey to?
I want to give it either to Charlemagne or Dr. Umar.
What? What did I do?
Okay,
Wait, turn your
I'm going to
radio
tell
down.
you what you did.
Turn your radio down first, Mama. Then go ahead.
Okay,
Go.
Alexa, stop. Okay, Alexa. Okay, what you did is Dr. Umar went and now is trying to get women to date him for $500 dinner with Umar, and you never even talked about it, Charlemagne.
You know why? Because when I first saw the video, I thought it was AI. I didn't know.
Oh, no, it's real.
Okay, I see that. What y'all want me to do though?
Apologize.
Apologize for what?
No, talk about it. You never talked about it.
Well, you know why? Because Dr. Umar is supposed to be on Breakfast Club soon. So, I kind of wanted to talk about it with him.
about specific individuals. Oh.
Yeah.
Turn your radio down, mama.
Because Alexa, stop.
She is so disrespectful sometimes, ain't she? Alexa, she don't care.
Because he also was he also lost funding.
I saw that. I see that the school might be going up for auction because he's behind on some bills and some stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot to talk to Dr. Umar about. But if you ask my opinion, I've already said it. I don't think Dr. Umar was scamming anybody. I just think Dr. Umar, wasn't on top of his business. And I think that sometimes when you're taking on the task of opening up something like, your own school, it takes a village to do something like that.
A lot of money.
And a lot of money. And I don't know if he actually, had that village around him, Hello?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
But like I said,
This is
you
hilarious.
didn't talk about the subject. That's what got me. I'm like,
Talking about it now.
Now you are, but only because I said something.
No, I talked about it on my podcast, The Brilliant Idiots, a couple weeks ago,
She
actually.
wanted you to give him donkey for charging women $500 to date him.
I don't have a problem with that.
Well, have a good one, mama.
All right, let's go. All right. So Charlemagne is known for the donkey of the day, where he puts out, or donkey of the week, or whatever of that nature, somebody who does something that he feels or his community feels is not appropriate. And the caller's like, hey, you need the donkey of the day because you've not called out Umar and his shenanigans. And we are going to watch that video of him saying that Umar's not a scammer. But what do you want to say about that basic black? Where you land with this?
In regards to this, I really feel like that they got to cover their grift, just like Ross said. They've been the flagship promoter of it, because now if they turn their back on them, they look like, oh, well, y'all should have known all the way back then. So
Absolutely.
Yeah. You finance evil for so long, you can't turn around and say, hey, we good now. So
No, I got you. David, what you got to say, man? You got something to say. And I'm gonna pull up your video too, so don't worry.
I think it's one of those situations. When I was a kid, I used to like to watch the Charlie Brown Halloween special, and everybody tried to tell Linus, "Hey, man, there is no great pumpkin, but you can sit out in that pumpkin patch with your security blanket and act like there is one." Charlemagne has told me, hey, "No, there's a school. There's a school," and I'm like, "There's some trap bandos."
Right.
He got them. My whole thing is, it's like, you ever see that movie Zoolander? And Derek Zoolander had the thing, and he said, yeah, this is a school for people who want to read and learn how to do other good stuff too. If you don't have curriculum, if you don't have teachers, if you don't have any type of occupancy, I sent my contractor down there, I sent my lawyer down there, he was never going to open this school. And it's funny how certain shows will vet people who are actually doing things, but Dashiki Dumbledore and individuals who may or may not have had real estate scams, people who have been charged with SA of children, have no problem getting on those shows. But those of us who have done the right thing, get buried for exposing the truth. But that's a conversation for another day.
I got you. Oh, by the way, Asia, just let you know that you have been inducted into the Book of Negroes.
I wrote the foreword for the Book of Negroes.
Hey,
I'm the Maya Angelou of the Book of Negroes.
In the chat, what page on the Book of Negroes are you in? I think I'm on page 74. That's what page I believe I'm on, because I'm kind of late to the party. But I might have got a new upgrade, so I don't know. In the chat, put what page in the Book of Negroes are you? Okay. I want to talk about how Charlemagne tried in all of his foolishness to dance around what we know as the bag fumble of Umar Johnson and this school. So let's bring this in real quick, and I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Dr. Umar needs money. Dr. Umar has never asked for $1 in his life until now. What is this situation? I keep hearing people talk about it. What happened?
Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism for the first time in my life is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifatunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal. My personal PayPal account is Umar the Psychologist at yahoo.com. So that's paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, paypal.me/UmarThePsychologist, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, or hit my Apple Pay using my.
I'll give him a shout for being able to spell that though.
899-858.
I don't want to hear him give his number again. I'm sorry. I should have edited that part out. I'm sorry, Rob.
I've never asked the people for $1 in my life. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. I've only asked you to donate to the FDMG Academy for Boys. I don't have any sons. I have 2 daughters. So the FDMG campaign is a selfless project, mission, and service to provide our boys with the education that they deserve. But right now, I don't have any money because my account was frozen by my bank because someone has been trying to hack into my account, hack into FDMG Academy account. So the FDMG Academy account is frozen. My personal account is also frozen. That means we're going to lapse on our utility bills. We're going to lapse on our internet bills. We're going to lapse.
I'm going to stop right there because I really think that he was letting us know that this is the grift and the hustle where it was going to go as it relates to my accounts are frozen. Now I know that we're going to lapse in some of these other areas. Do you agree with that, Dave?
I'm sorry, what?
I said, I feel like he was already kind of revealing that this is what was going to happen. Because go ahead, Dave. Go ahead. Tell me what I'm missing.
You're missing the fact that, number one, you expect me to come on this show and be able to decipher Hotep Babel as if you see me, wear waist beads and ill-fitted kufis that I got from a street vendor. You're acting as if I can understand why the Prince of Pot Pies and the Prince of Pot Pies and Pie Pies and Pied Pipers continues to lead people astray. I don't understand why you brought me here today, knowing good and hell well I don't speak stupid. This, first of all, you got, and this is the part, shout out to your editing team. They're lovely, but I need to point this out, Jay. The first thing he says is, well, see, what had happened was I had a buddy. He needed a couple dollars. That is the way any North Philly hustler starts a story. Listen, I had a homeboy that needed a couple dollars. So I was on the phone with him. I said I was just going to hit him. And the next thing I know, I looked and I logged into my bank account, but my bank account wasn't there. And I had a checkings account and a savings account. First of all, I thought he was stealing material from Kevin Hart. And then he had the unmitigated gallantry. I've never asked anybody for any money. There are you could string all of the requests of him saying hit the PayPal, hit the Cash Apps, donations, gifts. I've seen Jamal Bryant has a lot more dignity than Umar Johnson when it comes for grifting money. You got to be kidding me, man. I never what so did you ask for it at night? Are you going by Greenwich Mean Time? Exactly when did you ask for it? Because I've heard you ask for it.
A whole lot.
But he didn't ask for it. So
he asked for the magical school?
Yes, he asked for it for the FDMG. Okay, it's Average College. Get off the couch. Stop making it so complicated.
It's Grit Money College, Grit Money University. Come on now.
It's Hotep Hogwarts. Call it by its actual pronouns. Respect Dashiki Dumbledore. Funds done magically gone. Hotepium, bank account is drainage.
Not Hotepian. Hotepian is out of control, man. What is wrong with you, man?
I'm tired of grifters playing in my face and people lying and platforming scammers. That's what's wrong with me right now.
I agree with you 100%. What you about to say, Basic Black?
On the interesting note, I reached out. You know me, I love to ask questions and send emails. So I reached out to a friend of mine who deals with finance crime, and he's familiar with this situation as well. And he was like, if there was for an account to be frozen, they still, a couple things has to happen. Number one, it just automatically doesn't just shut. What ends up happening is they stop the account from reaching like let's say Umar, they stop him from being able to access the account. That's the first level. Then they get if there has been like a government writ or lien placed against you, then they have to file that. And even if it's the IRS, they have to still file that with the bank for immediate closure. It doesn't mean that the account's totally closed out, but it's closed out to him. But I don't believe any of that's happened, because he could have easily had proof saying it is clear, because they would have to give him all the documentation on either one, unfreezing the accounts, or two, clearing the accounts to where they can be reopened as new accounts. And he did neither of the two things. So we know that to be a lie.
Wow.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think the money was actually frozen ever?
No.
Okay, because I don't think it was either. I'm starting to believe that it was never actually frozen. It was always just a money grab. And we'll look at it something. But go ahead. What were you about to say?
I think Umar started to get situationally poorer than he was expecting.
Tell me about that. What do you mean?
But okay, like I have a friend, and this dude received a large sum of money, and it went bye quickly. And then all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, can somebody do me a favor here and do this, that, and other?"
Not do me a favor.
When he still had money, but he didn't have enough money, so he had to get the grifting dollars back up. So I no longer want to waste any more of my money. I want to grift some more money. And so it seems like like I said, a hotep GoFundMe, and that's what it is. So
no, it can't be a GoFundMe because they stopped his account.
Yeah, they
that's right.
He can't do anything anywhere, because here's the thing: after all of these years, right? We're literally talking about 15 years of crowdfunding. Why don't you have a business bank account?
Yeah.
Why don't you have business
Shots
credit?
fired.
So if you are actually going to open a school, if you have actually been building a business, you would have a DMB score, you would have your credit up, you would be taking the donations and the gifts, you would be filing them away, filing taxes on it.
Donations.
Donations.
501c3.
Yeah, right. There would be a paper trail of what you have made, what your intentions were to spend it on, and your deductions, expenses, or whatever. He is, as they said, he's a 3-card Monty hustler at the train station. And I have a friend back in the day, they got their bank account closed by Chase. Chase gave them a letter with negative $1 million. That's when you know the account is closed and when it's frozen. He didn't even come out here and tell y'all nothing like that. So just give me money.
You know what? And let me interrupt for a quick second. I just thought about this when I said 501c3. If we remember the documentation that the city of Wilmington sent out in the email, they said he presented a 501c3, but it wasn't right.
It was complete, right?
It was incomplete, and he never attempted to resubmit another one. If you have your 501c3 paperwork, first of all, it's not hard to get one. And why didn't you not resubmit it? Like he thought he can shoot that one across the bow, and they'll be like, "Okay, cool, let's help him." But no, it was incomplete, which tells me, one, you don't know how to fill out paperwork, which I don't agree. I don't think he ever filled it out right. And number two, it's for you to red flag. If you leave it incomplete, it was never complete. And that's how I looked at that one. Yeah. Because he put that was from the city. I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting that they put that out there. So yeah.
So it's fair to say that we have to call out bad actors in the community. There's no benefit in not calling out bad actors, because then we see what happens. We allow Umar to run amok for year upon year and decade upon decade, and nobody's saying the quiet part out loud, which is, hey, this guy's probably not doing the right thing with his business acumen and so on and so forth. And if you, again, no joke, if you want to look at the Akon City bag fumble that happened in Africa, there's so many correlations and similarities. It is crazy. Akon had this grandiose idea, and it is wild if you're not familiar with it. Maybe we'll pull that up. But I do want to look at, Dave, if you don't mind, do you mind if we look at your, because I thought you did an outstanding job of explaining If you want a highbrow, very fun look at why we need to call out bad actors in the Black community. So you're not a hater. I'm going to tell you right now, you're not in the Book of Negroes. You're not a struggle streamer, YouTubian, or any of those other pejoratives. You're doing the right thing by calling out bad actors in the community, because otherwise they get to run amok and run roughshod. So let me bring David in. Let's go. Dave, and if you want me to, tell me to stop.
We got to talk about Dr. Umar again. And I want to be clear. Again, the last time we had a conversation about Dr. Umar, I said, don't laugh, learn. Because that's what the Honorable Minister Farrakhan said when somebody has their downfall. And some of the feedback I got was the same typical 5 talking points people who don't know how to connect their brain cells make, which is, oh, did you reach out to him? Well, we reached out to him several times. We even offered to take our I Never Knew TV cameras down to the school. And he said, school's not ready yet. We don't want that. So there's that. I have sent my contractor down to Dr. Umar to give him a sweetheart deal when it comes to getting the floors done. Silence. I sent my attorney down to him. He shot his shot. But par for the course, but I digress. Today, what I want to do is realize and pay off what I said in the last video. So these are 3 lessons I think we need to learn from what has happened and continues to play out as of this broadcast date with Dr. Umar Ifatunde, Prince of Pan-Africanism, King Kong Consciousness, Shumik. Lesson number 1, brilliance isn't infrastructure. To act like Dr. Umar Johnson is not a brilliant man is to act like roaches don't make you want to stomp them. The man is brilliant. The man is a phenomenal orator. The man can give a fiery speech, but fiery speeches don't have anything to do with whether or not you can actually deliver on what it is that you say that you want to do. A school is not a sermon. It is systems, staff, and sustainability. When you don't have those things, you don't have a school. What you have is a good rap. I know pimps that have a good rap. Hell, I know rappers that have a good rap. I know rappers that have crap rap and still put out records. What's happened is we have mistaken skills as transferable.
I'm gonna stop right there, David. Can you expound on that? Because I think that's what a lot of people are missing. They translate like, okay, Umar says a lot. I've said he would make a great stand-up comedian. I think his real life calling should have been comedy. They hear that kind of stuff and they do transfer that and say, oh, well, because he made my ears tickle or made me laugh, he can start a school.
Yeah. The thing of it is, he found something that was going to work. Like, he's no different than these mega church preachers. You know, when you look at the $33 to $38 million every week on average the Black church brings in while our communities are in utter shambles, it's the same game. And they all say the same thing. Would a man rob God? And Umar is brilliant. I'm not going to take it from him. When it comes to talking about what happens to Black children, especially when it's concerning things like IEPs or autism and being overly diagnosed, he's brilliant on those things. He does give a good speech. He is quite entertaining. He's a phenomenal meme. He is the Snow Bunny Undertaker. You can't take any of that away from him. The problem is he's about as organized as a wet dream without the orgasm. And because of that, we have not had a school in 15 years. Because of that, you keep believing in him. And because there's a bunch of dusty, uneducated, ding battery filled individuals who keep following behind him, you know, one after the other, some who decided to, apparently, I didn't find this out thanks until Jay just told me, make videos about me that a whopping 72 people have seen. You're not getting anything done, but you don't want to give up on your leader. You just keep believing. It's like when people hope that Tom Brady's going to put the jersey back on one more time. Hang it up, boo-boo cakes. It's over. The jig is up. He does not know what he's doing. He does not know what he's doing. He does not know what he's doing. I'm going to say it one more time.
One more time.
He doesn't know what he's doing. And he doesn't want to listen to anybody.
I like it. Go ahead, Ro.
Let me ask you this question then. So what I get from what you're saying is that he's a false prophet, right? Because the Bible does talk about the day of the false prophets. I do also have that vein of thought that a lot of these pastors are false prophets, and that like Umar is among them. He talks too much, but you have to start watching people's actions. And I feel like, this is the EBT community's problem. Yes, there is a delineation between strong Black people in the EBT community. The EBT community always has their hands out and they are always hoping and dreaming. This is not good times. Ain't we lucky we got them? No, we not. This is a travesty. All the money that went to Umar could have actually been building infrastructure in our communities. It could have been funding political action committees. It could have been improving banking situations, anything. Like, that's a waste.
Yeah. No,
I agree. I agree. All right, you want to jump in, Basic Black?
No, I think this well covered.
No. All right, let's see what this guy. Let's see what this blue sport jacket guy got to say. Let's
He's
go.
very handsome.
Is he?
He's a very handsome guy.
You're the only person on the stream that believes that.
Aren't transferable. Just because you can speak well does not mean that you can actually build a school. And that is evidenced by the fact that it has been, let's be conservative in our estimation, 11 years conservatively. Some people have it between 15 and 20 that he's been talking about this school, but let's keep it at 11 because I know for a fact in 2014 he was talking about this. No, I take that back. I knew in 2013 he was talking about. In January 2013, I remember there was a Facebook post where he said that he was going to open a school for boys and that you would have to pay for that school to be opened. Again.
All right, I'm going to just real quick, I'm going to take a question because it's kind of in line with what you were saying in the video. Do you think Umar Johnson ever intended, and I'm going to use focus on the word ever, not he started and fumbled, he had good intentions, but later on changed his mind. Do you think he ever intended, when you first saw that post or first saw that video, do you think he ever intended to open a school? Let's start with Raw G, go.
Absolutely not. I don't think that ever was his intention. I think that to piggyback a little bit off of what Dave said, he saw the opening, right, for a need within the community. And he used that to fatten his pockets. But he didn't do any of the work to come up with a schema for this school. He didn't really do any research into what it takes to open the school. And I think once he started to get money and he was like, oh, shoot, I got the juice now. I got everybody sending me this money. They're really believing it. And then he had to start putting some legwork in and he saw how hard it was. And he's clearly lazy because, like Basic Black said, you had the opportunity to fill out a piece of paper and not have to pay taxes. Heck, you have spiritual wives. One of your spiritual wives couldn't have filled out the paper, so you didn't have to pay no
wives.
Child, I see
spiritual wives.
He was doing the crip walking in the middle of the street. Now he married. I'm confused.
No. We got to stop that myth real quick. First of all, those are not his spiritual wives. What happened, and I said this, I said part of this in the video, I sent my attorney down to see how we could help him move the school along, and he shot his shot. And one way that he did that was he was saying they're going to have a fashion show. And in that fashion show, there was going to be a wedding scene. And in that wedding scene, she was going to be one of two brides. And I told my attorney, if you do that, you will lose all credibility everywhere. And she did not. And he found some other people so he could dress in all white, like most people do when they're grifting. And he started dancing and, looking like a conscious grimace. And he decided to have that. But he does not have any wives. He's busy out here just doing absolutely everything. So,
see, now you have hurt my feelings.
Apologies.
See, Umar, now you put me in the book of Negroes because I believe that video you're singing "Meet Me at the Altar" looking a hot ghetto mess.
Basic Black, do you think he ever intended to open a school?
No.
No. No intent from the word go. It was always.
You know what? That's hard because it's been so dang long.
It has been so long.
Yeah. I think there was an idea, but I don't think there was anything execution wise along. Like Raji said, once he saw that money, it was like, oh, and that became the
you.
importance, and the school never was going to be important. I think he only got buildings because either number one, he thought he could take that to make some other money with it that wasn't going to be a school, or people really started pointing him out. Because I remember when Tariq was chasing him and trying to say, hey, Umar, what's going on with the HVAC? Umar, what's going on with the school? And this, that, and other. And then all of a sudden things started to pop up. But in reverse, same thing happened to Tariq when everybody else started screaming about, where's your museum? You've been talking about this museum forever. And then all of a sudden, the 2,400 square foot bodega pops up. So, and that's his museum. She didn't know. But so it's, I think there was an idea of it, like, this sounds good, but there's no execution behind it. I want the windfall of the action, but I don't want to do any work.
I'm with you, Dave. I got this bad feeling. I can read your mind. I know what you're about to say. Matter of fact, I think the whole chat can read your mind. In the chat, tell what Dave was going to say. Dave, do you think Umar ever intended to open this school? Y'all go ahead and put your answer in the chat before Dave answers. All right. Dave, I think most people, I think they got you down pretty well, man. I know you're new to the channel. You're new.
It's my first day.
It's your first day, and they already got you pegged, man. They already got you. They got you read like a book. They know what page you on. They know you on the forward to the Book of Negroes. There you go.
Listen, this is my book, The Real Black Agenda. It's an actual physical product. I actually wrote it with these two hands. Like the problem with this whole thing is, okay. I'm going to say, because it's not like he has the money to sue me, but I'm going to say allegedly, because I don't want your channel to get any type of strikes. Allegedly. Let's just imagine a world where there's a little boy named Jermaine. And the little boy named Jermaine might have, allegedly, lost his accreditation. And because he lost his accreditation, but he had a huge fan base, primarily filled with slack-jawed North American EBT big backs, he decided to appeal to them on the heels of losing his accreditation. It's French. It's accreditation. And what he does is he says, I am going to create a magical school for boys.
Magical is crazy.
Listen, FDMG stands for Funds Done Magically Gone. It's already Hotep Hogwarts. I want you to get your wands. Expectum curriculum.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all really thought. See, when a grifter loses an opportunity, he creates another opportunity. And that's what he did, because you all got to remember, people were questioning his credentials. People were questioning what he actually did. He might have lost his accreditation. So what's the next best thing? I don't have to take this. I'm going to take my ball and go home, and I'm going to stand in front of a college I know I can't afford, and I'm going to give people and they're going to do it. They're going to give me $500,000, and he made $500,000 in that first year to try and buy the Paul Quinn College. He never wanted to do nothing.
No, let me talk about that. I looked at that video. That the idea. I live here in Atlanta. And there was a season when one of the schools in the Atlanta University Center, Morris Brown College, was shut down. It took about a year for the vegetation of Georgia to reclaim Morris Brown College. There's so much of it. I mean, the kudzu was going crazy around there, right? And I thought about it. I was like, the building and just the ground keep for that campus that man was talking about was better than $1 million. Easily, just to cut the grass. We ain't talking about edging. We ain't talking about de-weeding. Just to cut the grass was easily $1 million. I'm like, this dude was absolutely crazy to even think that he was going to be able to cop this school for anything less than tens of millions of dollars. And that's not including keeping up with the buildings, lights, anything like that. Just to cut the grass would have easily been several $1 million. I said, man, this dude is crazy. And the fact that we believed it or pretended like we believed it or whatever was absolutely bonkers.
Now you
So
stop it. You stop it right now because
what I
you
do?
know the community was gonna come out there. Okay, they was gonna say, "Oh Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. Oh Lordy, pick a bale of hay," and they was gonna cut that grass down to that school. But you know what I noticed that you do, Jason, and I ain't gonna let you off the hot seat of it for this one.
Wait, now this is my show. Now I will. Now hold on. Now before you do anything, remember I'll do this to you. Now I admit it. Don't get feisty. Now I will put you in the timeout. 0-second timeout. As sure as my name is Jason. Wow. Now what I do? Tell me what I do.
Do you believe that Dr. Ifu Umama Shakalaka Boombe was gonna build the school that was his intent from the dome?
Absolutely, unequivocally no. And I've said this before. I believe Umar Johnson has adult onset ADHD, and he just be glitching out. He just be coming up with ideas, and I do it too. I know what it's like, so I'm empathetic to coming up with ideas, and you have no idea how to execute them. You just got a good idea, like this is a great idea. I don't know how to do it, and I just think he didn't realize he put it out there, and money started coming in, and he's like, "Oh no." Man, this idea, and they just keep feeding it. But I don't think he ever had intention.
He said
ever
feeding.
was. Say again?
You said feeding. I was just, no, because when he said donations.
I gotta have that clip.
When he
I got that clip?
Wait, Jay. When he said gifts, he pulled out them Red Lobster gift cards. He pulled out them Papa John's gift cards. He pulled out them Popeyes gift cards. Gifts. Like he's been eating good in the neighborhood, and he ain't even been to the Outback.
All I gotta say is this one.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Okay, we gotta get this. We gotta finish this up because you speaking facts. So let's give this brother a chance to tease it out. Let's go.
Again, speeches are not solutions; they're speeches. When you confuse charisma for construction, you have a recipe for disaster. Lesson number 2, no man is an island unto himself. Or to put that plain, homie, you need a team. Andre 3000 said even Jesus had 12 disciples on the level. Trigger, whatever.
I'm triggered.
Who is your team, Umar? I'm sorry, maybe, nope, I gotta be fair. I have to be fair because I believe in being transparent. Umar did have a team. That team consisted of Jermaine Shoemake, Papa, the Prince of Pan-Africanism, King Kong Consciousness, Big Ifa Tunde, Mr. Business Before the Backshots. It was him and only him that he believed in fully. That's not how this works. I Never Knew TV has people that deal with topics, people who deal with editing. We have graphic designers. There's a whole bunch of people who work. No man is an island unto himself. Even then, I still seek wise counsel outside of the people who are in my employ, either directly or through diversified businesses, because you can't see the picture clearly when you are stuck in the frame. But truthfully, Dr. Umar thinks that he can just Pan-African his Hotep, his speech, and donate, hit the PayPal, hit the cat. Well, he can't hit the Cash App anymore. Can't hit the GoFundMe anymore.
Nah.
You can't just Hotep and good rap your way into something by willing it to be so.
All right, those are bars right there. I love it. What you about to say, Basic Black?
I don't even think I was needed this week. Because bro killing it. But you know what? You know what? The truth doesn't have to be rehearsed, and facts don't have to be researched when you have them. So, bruh, the only thing that's really holding off in my mind is why are folks still following? And that's kind of the interesting part that kind of still has me attached to the story, because everybody wants to get to the ending, and they're gonna like, what does it take? Does he have to commit a white crime before he gets caught up? Because right now, black crimes don't matter. So yeah, what is it gonna take?
Well, go ahead, bro.
Well, see, here's the thing. like I said at the top of the show, he's the great black hype.
A lot of hype.
Yeah, but because the community, I won't say the EBT because this is for the good black people too. Because we've been losing so long, you know what I'm saying? We've been down so long, getting up didn't cross our mind. So for the people that are rooting for Robin Hood, that's what Umar is. He is taking, but only thing is he's in reverse. He's taking from the poor and he's making himself rich. But they need to believe that he is trying to rob from the rich to give to the poor. And he's not giving back anything. Like, here's the thing that irritates me with Umar. In these 15 years, he's not done a back to school drive. He's not had
shots fired. Hold on. I got a shots fired sound effect. Hold on 1 second. Let me get. I got to work on my sound effects. Okay, here's my. Okay. Oh, I like this one. That's okay. Let me get the shots fired. Hold on. Okay, go ahead. Next.
Yes, he's not had any camps, any workshops. He's gotten a whole bunch of booty butt cheeks, but he's not done anything for black men.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not even done anything for his own black daughters. So in 15 years with all that money, you've not done anything for your children, allegedly, just to be polite, you know what I'm saying, in mixed company. You've not done anything for little boys globally, especially in this community. You haven't even done anything for little boys in Philadelphia. I know a whole bunch of Philadelphians that be throwing fundraisers, that be giving money back, that be buying school supplies, that be buying books, that be funding after school tutorial programs, everything. What have you done, Umar, for 2 days? Shakalaka move thing? What we doing? Black people never, white money forever? Let me shut up, child. Y'all go on here.
I love it.
Oh, hold on. That was well done. That was outstanding. All right, Dave, what you got to add before we bring your doppelganger back in here?
Bro, the one thing that I will say is they keep following him. You know what they're like? The people who follow Dr. Umar blindly and defend everything this Dusty Hotep says, they're like Dallas Cowboys fans. They have not been legitimate. They have not had any parts of winning. They can't get past the first round of the playoffs if they ever get to the playoffs since the Clinton administration.
Dang.
But they keep on hoping because it's America's team. We got to believe. Listen, Dumbledore has hit them with a cognitive dissonance spell. Don't believe them. Just watch.
Y'all stay around to the end because Dave has sent me a picture of what do you call it? Hotep Dumbledore. How do you say it?
Dashiki
Dumbledore. Y'all, this picture is out of control. Please stay around to the end. Let us get closer to the end because you are out of control. We're gonna put you in 0-second timeout for that.
You need oversight. There are things that I do and things that I say, and my team will be like, yo, you might want to think about saying this a different way. You might want to think about doing this a different way. That's called checks and balances. Everybody needs it. I have yet to run into a teacher that tells me that they don't have to submit lesson plans to their vice principal, their principal, the school board, somebody, because you have to show people what you're teaching them. We have not seen one teacher come forward and say, hey, I've signed on with Dr. Umar when the school opens, because the school has never had a solid opening date that has been met. Hell, they still got boarded up windows. Hell, there's still tiles missing from the ceiling. But we got people painting. We've got block parties. We've got barbecues. Let's pretend, for example, that this was the archdiocese and there's one particular Catholic school. Let's just call it Don't Touch the Little Boys High. And at Don't Touch the Little Boys High, if you're paying tuition and you've got a teacher or a headmaster at Don't Touch the Little Boys High, you would want an accounting of what's being done with the money. You would want to see where the money is going, how it's being allocated. There are people in place in order to make things happen and to justify every single cost right down to the paper clips. There has been none of that with Dr. Umar. And if you say that somehow you're a hater, you're anti-black, you are a YouTubian struggle streamer, or you're, what did he call that one guy, Pastor Bussy? Because you got to talk about somebody's alleged sexuality or down low activities as opposed to having full disclosure and transparency in your dealings. That is a problem. Everybody needs a team. Superman got the Super Friends, the Justice League, the Justice Gang. He's had a myriad of folks that he's dealt with. Even though he's Superman, he's a dude with godlike powers. He don't really need nobody, but he still needs a team. In other words, that should be a lesson to you, Dr. Umar, and it should be a lesson to all of us. You'll never get to the top of the mountain by yourself. It is much easier to get there. Team actually stands for together everyone achieves more. That's why we've had over a decade of block parties, paint parties, and being the world's most requested scholar, but we have not had the world's most anticipated black school for boys come to fruition yet.
Real quick. I know it's going to be I got a feeling I already know the answer is going to be. Do y'all really believe he is the most requested scholar?
How do you gauge that, Jay? Where's the rankings? It's like when you see strippers and the DJ comes up and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, the most requested stripper on the Eastern Seaboard, the world famous Backshot."
I don't know. I'm just saying.
And if you're the world's most requested scholar, how come you ain't got no money?
Yeah.
If you're the world's most requested scholar, you must have the lowest speaking fees. It's $10,000 to get me to hit a stage for an hour. So I'm trying to figure out how somebody who is 10 times more famous than I am.
Allegedly.
I mean, he's, I'm just a struggle streamer. I'm trying to figure out how this dude ain't got no money. The world's most requested scholar. Based on, what are the criteria?
I don't know.
Yo,
somebody said he don't even own a car.
You don't find that suspicious?
Hold on. Oh, you want suspicious? Hold on 1 second. Okay, hold on. Wait. Well, you know what?
That's weird.
We had to mix it up a little bit. We got to mix up a little bit. Oh man. Because when I think about him being the most requested scholar, allegedly, and to the point that you just made, Dave, why do you never have money? Like, why are you still sitting outside the school yelling at your phone? Why are you not in an apartment? Why are you not in a house? Why are you at, the airport, a coffee shop, or outside? It's almost guaranteed. You already know where you're going to be. And I'm starting to think that, you know what he has?
I have nothing.
I don't think he's the most requested anything except hype man. Like he is the modern day Flavor Flav, like without the big clock.
Flavor Flav has had hit TV shows.
Yikes.
He's changed culture. He put a clock around his neck, and literally everybody in my generation went and got a clock around their neck.
Why did we do that? Did we do that?
Because Flavor Flav was dope. The S1Ws was dope. Chuck D could rap, and it was a good time. Yeah, boy.
In the chat, if you had one of those big clocks, because they literally sold them. Like, if you had one of those big clocks, just in the chat, put a clock emoji. Yeah. That was so weird, man. They did have us walk around with them big old clocks.
That's all right. Raji had on those big door knockers back then. So
yes, she did. Yes, she did. What's your name? I know you had them big old bamboo earrings with raw G in it. I know you did. Tell the truth.
My grandmother is a holiness minister. No, I did not. I barely had some pearls in my ear. Y'all forget, I'm a baby. Y'all all older than me. I'm baby. I wasn't allowed with none of that.
Hold on. Let me get over here. What? Hold on. If you want me to believe that, this is what I want you to know.
Embarrassing. Carlos decline.
That's what I'm thinking about.
If you remember last time about this time, somebody was in reception of receiving a plate of Hotep Super vegetarian vegan nachos. So I'm trying to figure
That's
out.
right. She eating right now. She eating right now.
It's an evil world we live in.
I was just hoping she
So
had
Dave-
that big red Pizza Hut cup. That's the one that got
Dave, last week we were going over what are some classes that Umar would have in his FDMG school. And somehow or another, we started doing the classes, and then we got way off track, started talking about food that they would serve. And somebody, while we're sitting here talking, can you envision, Dave, a whole giant plate coming into the screen in front of Raw B, this very nice looking plate of nachos. And so we called it the Nat Turner nacho.
Birth of a nation. Birth of a nation.
Nat Turner Birth of a Nation nachos is diabolical.
Yeah.
You got to catch last Friday's show. It went off.
It went way off. I mean, we're off the rails now, but we were off the cliff last week. Yeah. Let's finish this up, man, because we got to see what this guy's talking about. Shout out to Dave, man. It's a great episode, sir.
This is why people refer to you as Dashiki Dumbledore and the FDMG Academy as Hotep Hogwarts, because you have done so much to do so little that we don't understand where the money went. And yeah, okay, you spent $400,000 on securing buildings, but there's tens of thousands of dollars in utilities that you haven't paid. That is a problem. And that's what happens when you don't have a team watching your back. See, it would be one thing if you were traipsing all over the world, giving Pan-African speeches, and the school was still being built in your absence, but nothing moves unless you're there. That is an over-reliance on your abilities at worst, and an overabundance of ego at best. We got to do better. But let's continue to move on. Lastly, you can't duct tape a dream. A real school needs more than donations, good vibes, and block parties. It needs curriculum. It needs structure. It needs oversight. Hell, it needs students. It needs teachers. It needs security. It needs transparency and visibility, none of which had been offered. Umar tried to bootstrap the institution, and now the institution is being sold off like a foreclosed property because he didn't pay the utilities. That, my friends, is not liberation. That's liquidation. This is a masterclass in fail. And I know, because a lot of us, including myself, had high hopes that this was actually going to work out. Hell, I just saw Charlemagne sit down with Andrew Schulz and say, well, the fact that he's saying that both of his accounts are frozen proves that he's got the school. The school's in Delaware. The school's in Delaware. But there's no curriculum. There's no teachers. There's no oversight. There's nothing but a whole lot of hope that has been misplaced. And a lot of us are starting to come off like Linus in the Great Pumpkin Patch, looking for the Great Pumpkin, and Charlie Browns of us who are saying, hey, there is no magical FDMG school coming, are being looked at as somehow hating the inevitable. The school's being auctioned off, and now the spin is, well, the school's being auctioned off at the same time as accounts are being frozen. Some could push back and say it's kind of funny that his accounts are being frozen at a time when he literally got dual citizenship in Ghana. Nothing has been built. There are speculations, according to state representatives, that Dr. Umar had been reached out to several times with no response about his financial obligation when it came to the utilities, and the fact that that school was labeled abandoned over a period of time and he had to pay fines because it was abandoned and not being occupied. There's no certificate of occupancy because the school has never opened. There are those who said that maybe Umar was going to take what was left of the $2 million and make a run for it. Maybe just live out in Africa and say, oh, you know, between the YouTubian, you know, Pastor Bussies and the struggle streamers and the white man and black people not believing in him enough, he had no choice but to move to Ghana, where he's, you know, King Ifatunde, and he's going to live to fight another Ifatunde. Nah, couldn't be, because let's face it, you won't find that suspicious. Here's the shocking part. Millions of dollars are raised. There's still no infrastructure.
You don't find that suspicious?
The hopeful part, this should be a case study for every dreamer, hustler, and builder of what not to do. So let's break it down before we get out of here. Don't repeat the mistake. Build teams, not echo chambers. Stop surrounding yourself with yes men and dashikis. Start surrounding yourself with people who can say, you know what, you might want to think about doing this differently. Prioritize the same way you, Dr. Umar, would say, we got to have business before the back shots.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
We got to put structure before the spectacle. We got to make sure that everything is lined up and Trump tight. No pun intended. You got to make sure that it becomes more about what you're building and less about what you're saying. It has to become more about what's actually being done versus what you're going to do. You got to respect the grind of logistics as much as you love the glory of having a big vision and huge vibes. Because again, you cannot run a school on Black power alone. As a business coach, I will tell you that a real school or a real business cannot run on vibes alone. You can't just get by on hype and hope. You have to make tangible, actual, actionable decisions with oversight and accountability. Without those things, you have a pipe dream that's never going to come to fruition, or a set of trap bandos with a coat of paint that say FDMG that are going to be auctioned off to the highest bidder. Basically, you got your school repoed because you were found with your pants down.
Thank you, Dave. That's a fantastic ending. I appreciate it. I appreciate the fact that you said exactly what I've said, which is there are no teams in place. And you're not even doing like a summer enrichment. You're not doing summer camps. You're not doing after school programs. Anything to even get it going, if you will. Because please keep in mind, if the school were to start today, he still have to market it to the community. He still have to push out. There's nobody excited about the school because nobody knows what is coming. So even if it were able to start today, the floors were done today, he would still be at zero. Oh, and by the way, school is ready to start in Philadelphia next week at the Labor Day. School's already started. I apologize. So like here in Georgia, school's been in session for almost a month. So yeah, like he would still be behind the 8 ball even in that regard. So man, well, what you want to say, Raw? Let's go.
Question. This is for all the chats, for the panel, especially you, Jason.
Okay.
What school do you know that actually runs without a board of directors?
There isn't one.
Precisely.
No.
So you know, so you know it was nonsense from the beginning.
It was nonsense.
It's given the 40 acres and a mule promise reborn.
Wow. What you got, Black?
Well, it's my quietest podcast I've been on, but no, they're right. There's, and Dave hit it in the video. There's no oversight. There's nothing. So, I mean, even most businesses require 2 signatures to cut a check. So he's not even making that. So,
well, all of his money is tied and commingled together anyway. So, right. I mean, I guess he got 2 signatures. He write with his left hand and his left. I guess is the only way.
Okay.
Real quick. I'm going to say shout out to Bad Duck. Thank you so much for being a member for a month. I believe he's over there at the Raw G channel. Thank you so much. And also dropped a $2 super. Says support knowledge instead of foolishness. I agree with that 100%. THPP, thank you so much for the $10 super. Says have to support. This is one of my new fave channels. Thank you so very much. And the $2 super again from Bad Duck, which by the way, I like that name. 15 years of crowd or crack funding. Ouch. It's an evil world we live in. Umar is stupid. He put 2 quarters in his ear and thought he was listening. Hold on. I gotta have a sound effect about that. Here we go.
Boy, if you don't get...
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. Not 50 Cent. Thank you for the $5 super as well. Dave, Help us out, Dave. Keep us going, Dave. What are we experiencing here, man?
I think. Have you ever seen again to refer to Zoolander? There's a scene where Mugatu talks about the fact that all of Derek Zoolander's poses are the same pose, and he feels like he's taking crazy pills. That's us all the time. The Blue Steel, La Tigra, it's the same pose. Like that's the thing. We're the ones saying that this is some BS, and nobody wants to call it out because if you call it out, you's a hater, and you don't get it out. Like y'all are gonna die with the lie. You know, oh, he's, you know, he just, they holding him back and they trying to keep him from, but can you imagine what would have happened if he started taking tuition from these little boys? Some of these little boys got grandchildren by now. Like,
I mean, really, that would have been diabolical if he had like crowdfunded the community and been like accepting tuition. That would have been wild, like pre-enrollment.
Do it.
I'm glad he didn't do that. That would have been work. But I think because the way he's going about the grift, you know, donations, cash apps, PayPals, is not really settled in anywhere particular. So if he did do it, if he was like reaching out to a particular community, you know, over here on 52nd and Main and collecting donations from them, those people would have directly been impacted, and they could have made more fuss than people online sending money from Zimbabwe or across the world. What you got, Raw?
That's not true.
Okay.
Because he's used the internet as a tool of financial exploitation, it actually is global federal crimes. He's not safe anywhere because he did interstate commerce.
Wire transfer, wire fraud. Yeah.
Wire fraud, yes. But also this, he was just on Drewski's show. You didn't get paid to be on Drewski's show?
He might have smoked.
Oh man,
that money's
gone. Hold on. Let me give you your.
It's an evil world we live in.
So
all right.
He's rubbing elbows with these celebrities, and he's allegedly sniffed up, smoked up, ate up, traveled up, all on y'all money. So this is, I think that everybody that donated should get together and form a class action suit against Dr. Umar.
I mean, I think you're right. Because then we would be able to say,
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
All right. I told y'all earlier, I said, if y'all hang around to the end, we're not necessarily at the end, but if you hang around to the end, I was going to show you this crazy picture that somebody on my panel that wasn't me sent me. Y'all, look at this doggone Dashiki Dumbledore. What's wrong with you, man?
What do you mean? Y'all don't know. I have a brand new comic strip launching on Labor Day. It's called Woke and Broke.
Oh, but David,
Yes,
why does he have 3 hands though, dude?
Because you don't see the sleight of hand. What are you talking about?
He's got 3 hands, man. What's going on?
You don't see that?
I see it.
No, you don't. You think
I don't see
you
it.
do.
I don't. Okay.
You don't find that suspicious?
Hold on. Let me get you there.
You don't find that suspicious?
Yes. He's got a 3rd arm on purpose.
That's suspicious.
The right hand know what the left hand is doing, and that's spare.
That's weird.
And in the pockets of the people.
Why? Why did you just make this, man?
No, I've had that for about a week.
Put you in timeout, man. That's crazy. That's some nasty work.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Dave, real quick, man, because you have written a book, and I do want to make sure we are highlighting good things as well. Yes. Could you take a second to tell us about your book that you've written, what it's about, and you know what? Maybe I'll give away one.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Tell us about it while I come up with something.
Well, the book is called The Real Black Agenda, and I wrote this book because there's so many black people talking about, well, we know what the problems are. What's the solution? And because y'all sitting around listening to No Neck Roland Martin tell y'all that the sky is falling and you can't possibly do anything because you're a perpetual victim, I went and I decided to spend some time exposing all of the things they don't want you to know, like how Planned Parenthood was set up in our communities, but we don't have modern health care for our women, black women, even if they're rich, like Beyonce and Serena Williams, almost dying, giving birth. The fact that they take that aborted fetus and turn it into medical waste, and then they sell it to the government, they sell it to schools, and they sell it to NASA so that they can extract melanin. All of these things are verifiable and backed up. You have people who make more money for their constituents by creating situations where people are getting robbed and shot and killed and all of those things. And if we just set up situations where we, had our own banks, had our actual schools focused on ourselves like the Chinese do, the Vietnamese do, like every other group in America does, and stop waiting for daddy government and Joe Biden to get out of his coma to come rescue us, we would probably be better off. And so I wrote this book to give you answers and things that we can do, and you can get it right now at therealblackagenda.com.
I love it. Okay, so what I've done, Dave, is I've set up a drawing. I'm going to give away one of those. So what we're going to do, if you're interested in, make sure you leave your book up on the screen, Dave, so people can see it. All right. I need you to put in hashtag Dave, just like I have here in the chat. Just put hashtag Dave, just like that in the chat. And it will add you to, it's got to be hashtag. I got to put the hashtag Mind Chaos. So you got to put in there just like that. And I'm going to do a drawing real quick, and Dave, just send it to me. I'm sorry. Tell me, and I'll send you the bread for it.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Now we're cooking. Yes. All right. So if you would like to pick up Dave's book, which I think is an excellent, it's good that you came through. Thank you so much, Dave, for that. And but yeah, you got about 15 names in there already. I love it. All right, let me see if I can pull this in so we can all see it, though.
Well, put a second one in there, and I'll pay for a copy as well.
Oh, we're doing 2 drawings. Oh, now we're getting.
Yeah, now it's getting interesting.
Yeah, so we can definitely, so somebody else can have a. I'm gonna buy my own, but I'm gonna.
I love it. Okay. All right. So, how do I do it so y'all can see it though?
See, I would offer a book. I'm gonna buy a book from you, but I had learned that I gotta rest in my femininity. I don't have to compete with men. Bless y'all and keep y'all.
You didn't have no problem with those nachos.
I was about to say, I thought you spent my book money on nachos. That's what I thought happened. Your nacho habit.
Yeah, with that Sojourner Truth mayo she had on.
Y'all are wild.
Mayo. Jesus Christ.
We was wilding out last week, man. We needed some help last week. All right, let's do a drawing real quick. I'm gonna pull a name. So Black, you said you're gonna grab one.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna grab one. So we'll do 2 names. Okay. So here we go, right quick. April Carter. If you could please email management, dearwokec@gmail.com. We'll make sure that you get this. And I'll put my email in here, dearwokec@gmail.com. Or do you want to just take it, Dave? Or
you know what? Go ahead and make it 3.
We're doing 3?
April her book. Yes.
Okay, your femininity has finally rested.
dearwokec@gmail.com. Shoot me an email and I'll make sure that we okay, so then we're gonna do a third one. So we're gonna draw again. All right. And that was April. Shout out to April. Oh, Bad Duck said he was robbed.
Yeah, no, it was. I thought
a Redemption Song 76. Email management, dearwokec@gmail.com, please. And we'll make sure that, yes, thank you so much, Bad Duck. Dearwokec@gmail.com, and we'll make sure you get that. Thank you so much. So we got April, and then we got Redemption Song 76. Let's do one more.
Why you gotta hide me behind the comments?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fran. I'm sorry.
Oh,
a winner. Oh,
No,
that's me.
that don't even count.
Redraw.
Okay, see. Okay, let me find that. All right. Well, clearly that won't work. Let's try this again.
This is why Bad Duck thinks this thing is rigged.
Yeah.
Right.
He gonna get it this time.
It's gonna be right. Absolutely.
It will push it again.
If it's me again, I know something. Anita McRae in the building. Oh, I don't have that one yet. I don't got that sound effect yet. Thank you so much for reminding me. I will add that one to it here. But what we'll do, we'll add this though. We can't do this. All right. Thank you for participating. There we go. But yeah, that was it, man. Thank you so much. So if your name was called Redemption Song, Anita, and I think it was April, please email management, dearwokec@gmail.com, and I'll make sure that we get this to David and get those books out to you. Are you mailing those from the crib? Are we getting them like?
No, I'm signing and mailing these from the crib, homeboy.
And they're signed too.
Yeah, that's man. That's with my Hotep Hogwarts wand. It's actually a Sharpie. It's multi-purpose.
I'm gonna need you to really, truly.
Kev said, Dave, do you do audiobooks? Yeah, you can get it on Audible, but if you buy the book tonight, I'm going to send you a free Audible download. If you buy the book tonight at therealblackagenda.com, you can go to Amazon. I prefer that you didn't because Amazon takes like 60% of my money. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, 60, really?
Yeah, I mean, I just use it for a hub because it's a great hub and it's good to be there. And again, this is my 22nd bestseller, so I'm not mad at it, but I like to be able to sign the book, send it out to you, put little extra stuff in the envelope, treat my people right. So
I love it. Indeed. Okay. Well, thank you, man.
TheRealBlackAgenda.com. Thank you guys for doing this contest and for having me, because I got to tell you, there are quote unquote mainstream shows that want to interview me and then bury the interview. And I'm happy that, folks in the grassroots who actually have two connected brain cells and aren't fooled by the ramblings of a miscreant on the corner looking for crack rocks and donations. I'm just thrilled to be here. Basically.
Well, we're glad to have you, man. And this will not be buried. This will not be buried. It will be on the channel. Okay. You'll be able to find it, all that kind of good jazz like that. Oh, yeah. Man, thank you so much, Dave. I really appreciate you, man, coming through. I'm glad my guests were well behaved. Raw G, did you have food get delivered? I didn't see it.
I did. I had sushi.
Okay. I was waiting for the
was
whole.
Was that Sojourner Truth sushi?
Right. I was waiting for the plate to come through.
Man. Listen, he is out of town right now, so I had to be on my own today after work to spend time with y'all. But I be in here cooking for days. We're gonna have a cook-off. I'm gonna show y'all how to make some Sarah Vaughan honey lemon pepper chicken wings. Y'all keep playing games with me.
And I'll make my Marcus Garvey mac and cheese.
There you go.
Hey, what you gonna make?
Man, I'm gonna tell you this. I am going to make Booker T. Washington ribs.
Yes.
Dude, I was gonna do Booker T. brisket. Oh man, you beat me to it. Okay. I was
gonna say Booker T. burnt ends?
Booker T. burnt ends is dope. I love it. Okay. Man. That threw me off, man. I'm not ready. I'm gonna have to do like a station break or something. Yeah. Come up with that. Rodney King. You said Rodney King cake. I'm putting you in timeout, man. I'm putting you in timeout. All right, you back.
Thank you, April. Baby, see my mind chaos brew. You know what I'm saying? Babies, they know because y'all better get with this cooking.
I love it. All right, but yes, if you won in the raffle, please make sure you email management, dearwokec@gmail.com. We'll make sure that you get your book in the mail as quickly as possible. I'm going to put it in here one more time. I appreciate y'all stopping through with us tonight. Dave, thank you so much for being a very kind guest. I know I reached out to you like the last minute. Yes, thank you so much for coming on. It was a pleasure to have you, man. You're always welcome.
Thank you.
What is that?
I don't know. It took a while to come to fruition. I was like, what the fuck?
That good food.
What is that?
Avocado tortas, some nice rice, and some good beans. Listen, y'all be playing games. Listen,
That's a Sarah Vaughan seafoam brisket cake.
Sarah Vaughan brisket is insane. What is wrong with you people, man?
Seafoam brisket.
Seafoam brisket.
Seafoam brisket is crazy work.
All
right. But no, thank you, man. David, you are always welcome. Thank you. Always Black Basic. We love having you, man. Basic Black. I said Black Basic. And Raw G, if you're not sending us some doggone Hotep DoorDash, don't come back on next week. we want dashiki DoorDash, or you can't come next week.
Look,
I'm just saying.
You know what? If Umar had DoorDash, the food would never come.
That's right.
You would starve.
Look, you had them people that come and put the food down by your door, take the picture,
and then take the food.
and then take the food.
That's wild.
Guaranteed in 30 years or less.
30 years or less.
That was a good soundbite.
That was good. That was good. Well played. Well played. Well played. Get out of here, y'all crazy kids. Have a fantastic Friday. Have a great weekend. Anybody do anything? Speaking of cooking out, anybody cooking out for this weekend for Labor Day, the 3-day weekend?
No.
My wife got to work.
Oh, okay.
She's a nurse. She's a nurse, so
I'm taking my kids out. I think we're gonna go do iFly. So.
Oh, the indoor skydiving. Yep. Okay. I love it.
Yeah. I get a payday off. I'm going to bed.
Okay. Sleep well. You have our permission to do that.
Thank you. But wait, you know what else you forgot? When we was watching Lil Nicky and Uncle Ruckus, while Lil Nicky was getting his hair done like a...
Can we talk about that?
That pissed me off so bad.
I just realized who you were talking about when you were saying Lil Nicky and Uncle Ruckus. Y'all not going to...
Well, first of all, it was...
Can we talk about the fact that...
Schulz, right?
That's Andrew Schulz. Can we talk about the fact that Andrew Schulz and Charlemagne the False God have a award-winning podcast, and this dude don't even get his hair done.
Dr. Umar needs money.
He literally is getting his hair done on set. Like, they're literally doing his hair on the set.
He's giving big auntie vibes. He is giving big auntie vibes, okay? He is Brenda down to the cookout with the crops.
Why is he getting his hair done on the set?
He looks like the giant from Happy Gilmore. The
giant from Happy
Andrew Schulz. He's a nice guy. Schulz is a nice guy.
Like Little Nicky.
Oh man, like a Mario villain. No, anyway, like I'm good.
Did you just say he looks like Wario?
Yes.
Why?
Oh my god.
But why?
Don't trust no man that sits like Andrew Schulz, and definitely don't trust one that sits like Charlemagne.
No, like,
and then they're facing together. What does that say? Hotep scissor. Okay,
and
I'll turn my
Maggie is
microphone
over there
off.
with her edge control, honey, and her clip. She like,
Why is he not? I'm like, this dude is literally getting his hair done on the show. Like, I can't even understand this. Good catch. Good catch.
he's getting eye tips like a girl. He wants people to believe that is his hair.
I totally forgot about it.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Like, what is going? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. I'm like, wait, is this normal though? I've never watched this show before, Brilliant Idiots.
I've been on The Brilliant Idiots. I've never seen this happen before. I can't.
So, Dave, do you ever get your hair done on show?
No.
On stream?
No, sir. I'm not a struggle streamer. I don't care what Umar's been telling you. I'm not a struggle streamer. I have a loctician.
You mean you're not saying
A loctician is crazy.
No, that's what they're called. That's what you.
Yeah.
I have locks. I have very long locks. So I have a loctician.
Wait, we can see your scalp. Wait a minute. Do that again.
What you mean you can see
shoot. You mean your hair is twisted up nice? It's not overgrown weeds sitting at the root.
Yes, and I have more than 74 people show up for my live streams.
Amen.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to be in Atlanta doing Carisha J's show, the Carisha Live with Carisha, September 18th.
18th.
So you want to make sure you come out if you are in the Atlanta area. It's at Essence Lounge. Doors open at 7:45. It's going to be a barn burner. I'm going to sit in that hot seat, and I am spilling the truth all over the A. Oh no, this is real. This is all mine. Like, this is my hair.
No, you got eye tips like Andrew Schulz. Sorry, you got eye tips.
I don't know what that is. But okay.
What are eye tips?
That's what Andrew Schulz was getting done. See, this is why y'all need me. This is why y'all needed me, because as the youngest, I got to keep y'all in pop culture. That's what she was doing.
These constant and annoying references to our age.
Right. Let me hold on. Let me bring that back.
2 years younger than us?
Because I'm noticing every time she says it,
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
there's a reason why she's saying it. And you know what?
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm offended because my hair is brought to you by Beijing.
That's
My
right.
My hair is brought to you by not there.
Oh yeah.
Look. That's
Okay, get out of here.
My hair is brought to you by Chow Ming. Get into it.
Okay.
I have nothing.
Sensation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's not gonna stop.
No, it's not gonna stop. I got more now. Don't make me act a fool. I got more.
And this is how we went 2+ hours last.
Right. This is how we went overboard. Everybody, thank y'all so much for rocking with us. David, thank you again for being such a great guest. Please make sure you email management so we make sure we get your books out to you, your signed copies of your books. Yes. Thank you so much. Raw G, always good to have you. Basic Black Podcast, thank you so much for following through.
Subscribe. A brother needs to
Please.
y'all. Come on.
Can you make sure, drop your links in the chat if the moderators have not already done that? Can y'all make sure your links are in the chat?
Yeah.
Wait, what were we about to say, Basic?
Can you do that? Because I can't see the chat. I messed up so bad coming into this thing today, so I'm sorry.
No problem.
Is your internet running on Black Power like Umar's?
Hey, but at least it ain't running.
you.
Hey, at least it ain't running like KKC's.
That is true.
He got that Taliban net.
Wow. Did you say that? Did you say Taliban net?
Yeah.
Oh boy, if you don't stop.
A cave near you.
Coming to you from
my children. This is.
Why are you like this, man? Here, let me drop Basic Black. Did they ever drop it in there? They did not. All right, y'all have a fantastic night. We dropped in there. Please make sure y'all go check out Basic Black, Raw G, as well as my friend Dave Anderson. Please make sure you check them out, support them, all that kind of good jazz. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for following through, and we'll do it again real soon.
Thank you so much.
Grace and peace, everybody. Take care. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Jay Whip Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.